Hi Jade, welcome to the kitchen. Okay, I'm going to show you how to make an easy meal, a delicious little Italian meal. It's kind of an idea of mine. Maybe you should come up with a name for it once you see how it is. But I'm going to just jump in there and do it. You would ideally want something like this, you know, a deep pan. Remember, my suggestion is to cook a lot of food, you know, so you have like 5-6 days worth of food. A good fridge, you know, putting it on the bottom where it's colder will keep it very well, and it'll just get tastier and tastier because the seasonings and everything kind of blends in, so it actually tastes better as the week goes by. Now, if you don't have one of these, you can of course cook it. You can of course cook it in something like this, you know. Okay, like a little casserole thing. And I don't have an oven. I have a grill, and I actually use the grill as an oven. Very easy to do. One of the advantages of doing it on the grill is that in the summer or hot spring like we have here, instead of heating up your house, all the heat stays outside. So you don't heat up your house and then have your AC blow on and just kind of compete silly and ridiculously, you know, creating heat and then paying to cool it down. All right, so I've got chicken here. And I'll tell you something, what I usually do when I buy chicken, I go to a butcher shop, and actually, I guess most stores would do this for you. But anyway, so here's a little trick. I was going to say, what I usually do is I'll have them cut it, because I don't really want to even deal with it. So I'll just, you know, give the butcher a $1 tip, and they'll cut it for you. They might charge you just a quarter more a pound or something. But anyway, so they'll have them cut it in different ways. Often I'll even have them kind of dice it in smaller pieces. Sometimes I'll have them, I guess, fillet it and then cut it a few times. Then I don't even have to deal with cutting it. But believe it or not, the place that I go to usually, called La Michoacana, burned down last week. I've been going there since I've been here, like in '86, and it burned down. Really, really weird to drive over there and see that had occurred. Okay, so here's a little trick. I leave the chicken in a bag, plastic bag. Like I said, unfortunately this one isn't cut because they didn't do it for me where I had to go get the chicken. And while I'm preparing everything, I'll just put quite a bit of, this happens to be chicken wing sauce, but it's just plain old chicken. It doesn't have a whole lot of stuff in it. I don't like, I like this brand, Louisiana Gem, because it doesn't have monosodium glutamate, which is awful, fructose syrup, etc. This is just vinegar, cayenne pepper, salt, water, soybean oil, and natural butter flavor. That's it. So, and granulated garlic. Anyway, so I like mixing I like just putting that in there and letting it marinate while I'm preparing all the vegetables. This bag they gave me is really small. Too small. So we need another bag. We need a bigger bag. So we need a bigger bag. But tube. Okay, so here goes. I'm just gonna stick it in here. Put a little more of this down. And I'm gonna try to go fast because I want you to see that it's not a hassle. So. Why do I leave it in the bag? Because then you can mix it, you know, instead of having to grab it with your hands. Believe it or not, when I have them prepare the chicken for me all cut, I don't even touch it like I'm having to do now. I don't even touch it. I just pour it in the bag, mix it up, and when the time comes, bloop, I just pour it right into the pan. Anyway, so here we go. This is great. So that worked out. Like I said, usually if they give you a bigger bag, I'd be done by now. So we put a little more, because it's quite a bit of chicken. So I got maybe a third of that bottle. And now I'm blending it in like this. And it has a fair amount of salt, so I actually don't put too much more salt. I will put a little bit, but it doesn't really need much. Anyway, so now this is actually marinating. Boom, out of the way. Now that's actually marinating while I prepare the veggies. And of course, you wash your hands with antibacterial soap after handling raw chicken. Obviously, so you don't contaminate your space. Alright, so first things first, onion. I don't know if anybody's ever showed you how to use a knife, but I would like to show you how to properly use a knife when you're in the kitchen. Okay, people hold stuff like this, that's wrong, that's a cut waiting to happen. You go like this. Okay, so you grab your veggie just like this. Then you can place your knife against your knuckles. This is how professional chefs do it. Then you can put your knife between, you know, against your knuckle with the blade away from you and just cut. Boom, that's it. Then you do the other side, of course. But see that? And one of the nice things about this is we have fingernails. So if you ever get if you're in a rush or you get a little sloppy and you hit something, you're gonna hit your nail. Whereas if you're doing it like this, the nail's not protecting you. So this is really cool. And like I said, you grab it like that. And of course, I'm gonna take this off. Sometimes onion is like so strong, it's like, it's killing me, you know? I'm saying a lot, I guess, because I videotape a lot of classes, but I've never videotaped something where I have to move around like this. Okay. Great. So, you've taken the edge off, and you hold it like this. Now, if you're not, I'm a master at using a knife, so I can cut it like this. If you're not so sure about it, just cut it down the middle. In fact, I'll do that so you can see. I'm going to recommend that for you. Okay, so just cut it down the middle. Okay, just like that. It's kind of like you cut like with a paper cutter. Instead of going like that, go like this, and then as you bring it down like a paper cutter, it goes right through. Anyway, so now it won't roll around or roll away from you. Just cut some onion. That's it. Very easy. Alright. Oh yeah, I was saying that if the onion is really strong, easy solution, you get a little fan, you just put it there. Alright, so olive oil. You just put it all along the bottom there. You know, just enough to cover it. Olive oil's good for you unless you seriously overheat it. So you know what I'm doing, I'm just letting it spread. Around, 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 no biggie, no biggie. It's pretty simple stuff. I get my onions and just spread them all out on the bottom. Very simple, look. Alright, probably want a little more. Do I want more onion? Maybe. Yes, definitely I want more onions, so. Like I said, I usually cut it round, and then I actually kind of decoratively put the round pieces on the bottom. It's not necessary. It's a little faster. I don't want to show you the super fast version though. Just the fast version. But see, holding it like that, even when it gets this thin, you can still hold it. And that is definitely strong onion. Okay. You can use yellow onion if you like. I like white onion. Yellow onion's good. I find yellow onion naturally gets a little sweet. Kind of, that's in not such a great way. Great. All right. Next. And you clean up as you go so it doesn't get so crazy. Okay. So next, now I put the chicken marinated for a little bit, and it's gonna, you know, continue marinating, of course. Speaking of marinating, I will often prepare this meal and you know, season it and prepare it the night before. You know, like season it and then leave it in the fridge for basically 24 hours. All right. So, and again, you're seeing I'm putting these are whole big old pieces of chicken, which is fine. My preference is to have it little pieces, not even quite bite-sized pieces, but close to it. Or smaller pieces. Okay. All right. And you may have noticed I could have used a fork to put it down, and I didn't. I just used my hands and then washed up. Okay, now for this particular piece, this particular meal, I'm going to put carrots. Ooh, I said the magic word. Somebody wants carrots. Who wants a carrot? Who's this? You shouldn't touch your dog while you're cooking, but come here. What do you want? You want a carrot? You want a carrot? You want a carrot? Hey, right here, you want a carrot? Missy, you want a carrot? Come on. That was Happy. This is Missy. Hello, Missy. You want a carrot? Want a carrot? Not so sure. Here. Good job. Come here. Okay. Hand washing. Okay, so these are mini carrots, but I like cutting them a little bit anyway, because they'll just cook better. So I like just getting in there and just making them a little smaller. If I miss a couple, doesn't matter. I have 6 beady little eyes watching my every move down there. Here. Okay. Mini carrots, the perfect doggy treat. Good for their teeth. It's hard, you know, so they get to chew. The carrots are nice in this particular meal. Gives a little sweet edge. I do not, like so many recipes say, add sugar to vegetables. I'm like, no. What I do instead is I pick a few relatively sweet vegetables. Okay, so putting carrots. Look how easy this is. Just kind of spread them out. At this point, handling the chicken is done. Don't have to handle anymore. I'm gonna put a few more. I might edit this, so you don't have to see all of that. But actually, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe this way you'll get a sense of exactly how long it takes to do this. Not very long. I have mushrooms. You can get mushrooms that are pre-washed. That's always nice. Bam! Just throw it right on top there. I have really nice fresh basil. Oh, it smells so good. Easy way to wash basil. You can take the rubber band off before or after you wash it. Leave it in the bag. My squeaky. Okay. Leave it in the bag. Fill the bag with water. You can figure this out. Yes. All right. Swish it around. Boom. Rinse a little bit. Grab it by the bottom, twist it, squeeze the water out. Smells so good. Squeeze the water out, and again, hold your knife the way I told you. A very meticulous chef would go through all the basil and remove every little tiny piece of stem. It doesn't make that much difference. I've done the hard way and the easy way. Now I'm just sprinkling. If you can see this. Not that. You can use your imagination. Can you see that? Yes. Okay. So now I'm just sprinkling basil. Okay. But wait, there's more. Look, I'm almost done. I'm almost done cooking 6 days, easily 6 days worth of food. Salt. Why salt? Because veggies need it. Okay. Now, easy ingredient. I like the Bertolini olive oil and garlic. You don't want to get, like if you're making pasta, you would want something perhaps a little more pungent, you know, like your typical spaghetti sauce. But for something like this, you don't want the sauce to dominate the flavor. Okay, so what you would do is just pick a light sauce that's more fresh tomato-like this one. Yeah, it just smells like tomatoes rather than that strong. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put the whole thing in here. It's great. Guess what? You're done. That's it. How long did that take? And now, when it's done, when it's time to eat it, like, well, today it'll still be hot when it's done, and I'll eat it when it's done. Okay. But every other day, you just scoop it and warm it up. You know, you can use a microwave or on top of your stove or something. But that's it. And if you want, you can always add cheese, mozzarella cheese or whatever, if you want some cheese. I'm not so sure I'm going to do that, but that's it. And now this, you need your little timer. See a little piggy timer? And I'll set it for about, I'll put it real high, as high as the grill goes. This is going to sit right on the grill. I'm going to cover it with a aluminum tin, you know, dealie. I'm just going to put that on top of it, and it'll cook just as if it were in the oven. And cheese would be really good on it. But anyway, that's it. And maybe I'll show it. Maybe I'll film a little bit after it's done. But I'll cook it real high for about 15 to 20 minutes. Actually more, because the chicken's not cut. So I'm going to probably cook that for 30 minutes. 20 minutes high, and then I'll just lower it a little bit for another 10, and I'll probably check it. But I said in 30 minutes, I'm pretty sure it'll be done. Ta-da! That's it. And you have to come up with a name for this meal. All right. Okay, so here's the grill. This is the, you know, just an typical aluminum pan that they sell like for basting or cooking a turkey or something, but I use it as a top. And there's the meal, finished. Yummy, looking. It probably looks bad on video, but it looks really good. And there it is. Fantastico.
Really good. Me want to eat that.